one day there was this person named Bob. He was the Roblox CEO's son, and he had $1 trillion. So he went up to the car store and asked the man, and he goes like, "Man, do you have any expensive cars that cost $1 trillion? Because I have $1 trillion." And then the man goes, "Well, yes, it's called the Lamborghini Trillini. I'll show you. Follow me." And he goes, "Okay." And then the owner of the store says, "It costs $1 trillion. And he said, "Okay, I pay for it." And then he bought it. But then he didn't know that he got scammed because the owner he scammed him because that's a different car and painted it red. And then he got scammed and he got a lot of money for no reason. And then he went home for no reason. And then he saw this ad, and then it said, if you run over the most things, you get $1 trillion. But he didn't look in the window, and then the owner was probably about to steal the car. So, yeah, he didn't notice it. He was just checking it. But then he just got interested and went to the thing. And then he was like, "Hey, dude, I saw your ad. I want to go in the competition." And then the guy said, I don't see a cool car, and you're a brokey, so I don't think you can do it." And then he was like, right. Look at my car. It's called a trampoline Lamborghini. It costs $1 trillion. And he was like, "Okay, I think you can do it." And he was like, "Okay, let me go first in this." And also he checked his car just in case for scratches. So then he ran over a party, a house, a backyard, McDonald's, a McDonald's drive-thru, a Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A sauce, a beach, Pacific Ocean, Canada, Spain, Australia, the grass. And then he made it, and the checkpoint was Ohio. And then he was like, "Hey, I want my money." And then the owner was like, "I don't know. Do you deserve it?" He was like, "Yeah, like I ran over like 12 states." And then he was like, I don't know if you should have it." And then he said, "Catch me if you want." And he runs. And then he teleports. And then he cries because he really wanted $1 trillion. And now he only has $6. And then he was just throwing money because he's broke. And then that's the end. Wee!